Hello, my lovelies. Are you happy? Because I'm happy. I'm super happy, so I hope you guys are happy. So I have some friends that are getting into the art journal community, and I had them go through my videos so they could kind of see what it's all about, and they fell in love with the idea of it. So they're starting out, and I told them to especially look at the tutorials, the ones where I'm actually speaking, and that way they could learn a few techniques and kind of see how the process is done. And they asked me a couple of questions, and of course I answered them, and that kind of led me to think about the beginners, because I also joined a couple of Facebook art journaling groups this week. I joined a bunch of them because I kind of wanted to see what everybody else was doing, and I wanted some more inspiration. I don't know, sometimes the well runs dry here. I joined also an art journal group for beginners because I was really interested in more or less seeing what beginners are doing, and kind of how I could help people, because I like to help people. And that raises the question for you guys that are beginners, and for those of you who are advanced, what would you guys like to see? What are you struggling with? Because I've noticed on all of these groups, everybody asks a lot of questions, because there's no stupid question when it comes to art journaling. There's really, honestly, no stupid question, period. I wanted to know what you guys wanted to see, what you would be interested in learning, because I've noticed a lot of folks don't feel confident posting their work. And if it's one thing that I've learned joining these groups, is that there's not one art journal group out there that doesn't give 110% support. Every time somebody posts something, there's a ton of positive feedback. There's no negativity, and that's one of the things that I absolutely adore about these groups, is that there's no negativity whatsoever. I've joined art groups before on Facebook especially, and as soon as I've posted something that I've done, I immediately get a critique, and that can be very disheartening, especially when it's something that you've done that you're really proud of, and you have somebody who may have gone to college for it politely critiquing, but still critiquing your work, and it comes off very judgmental and very hurtful. So if you guys are just starting out, even if you're advanced, and if you're not in an art journal group on Facebook, I urge you to go find one and join, because it's awesome. I guess what I wanted to say is the girls that I'm talking about that are new to art journaling, my friends, they were afraid that people would be mean to them and kind of bully them, and I said no, it's not like that at all. So as I said, go join a group. If nothing else, you'll make some new friends. Lord knows I have. And so yeah, post your questions, ask me anything as usual. You guys can do that. I say that just about every art journal gab. And also if you have some idea that you're not sure is going to work, or you have a question about some sort of medium that you're using, ask me. Another thing is that as you guys know, I started a blog. I don't have very much up there, just 2 posts so far, but I wanted to tell you guys the reasons that you should join my blog, or follow my blog rather. You're going to see artwork from me that you're not going to see anywhere else. You're not going to see it on Facebook, you're not going to see it on DeviantArt, and you're not going to see it on Twitter, and it's just going to be very exclusive to my blog. And yes, I have a Twitter account, and yes, I have a DeviantArt account, and that information will also be posted in the description as well. I'll shoot you guys a link. Something else, I think this is a really cool idea, especially if you have kids. I found these at the Dollar Tree, and I've seen videos where these little kids dip marbles in paint, and they lay it on paper and kind of push the paper back and forth, and the marbles run back and forth, and they run paint all over the page. I thought, bouncy balls. Okay, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do it this week with these, because this would be a really fun project to do with your kids. I'm gonna dip these in paint, and I'm going to bounce them on paper and just kind of Jackson Pollock the whole thing, I guess. I'm gonna get my husband to videotape me doing that, so you guys get to see me do that. that's going to be a lot of fun. Very messy. I think I'm going to lay a piece of paper in a tall box, and that way the paint doesn't go everywhere and the ball can kind of stay contained when I bounce it. So I think that's a good idea. So something to think about, something to do with your kids. I'm going to try it first for you guys so you can see if it's a good idea or not. A young lady asked me to do a tutorial on masking fluid. Now, I've done one before, but it was just kind of like a little blip in the middle of doing my art journal page. I'm going to do another one tonight. It's Saturday for me right now, and I'm obviously going to be posting this tomorrow, Sunday. I'm going to do a little tutorial on masking fluid, and then right after that I'm going to be working in my art journal, and you guys will get to see what I do in my art journal. So bonus 2 pages, woohoo! Anyway, well, you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you all next Sunday. Very exciting. So go look at the description, go look at those links, follow me, do whatever you please, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye. I have some masking fluid that I got from Walmart. It's the Dollar Ronnie masking fluid, and it had thickened up on me quite a bit. I looked up online how to fix that, and I just added a little bit of water, shook it up really well, and ta-da, it's pretty thinned out. And personally, I think the thinner, the better. Now, 2 main rules for me for using masking fluid. Number 1, make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, because this stuff stinks, and it's super potent. The other thing is, make sure that you're not using a brand new brush, because this stuff will destroy a paintbrush in a heartbeat, unless you can rinse it off really quickly before the masking fluid starts to harden, which for me is doubtful. I never get to do that rather quickly, so I'm using a very cheap used brush, and here we go. So I'm just going to do a quick little flower here. Okay, so after having ran a few errands, obviously this is completely dry. I've decided I'm not going to spray this with ink or use watercolor. What I'm going to do instead is use my little distress ink that I have here, and we're just going to do that instead, and that way this can kind of move this along, and that way you guys can see the effect.